What's up, everybody? Kalf here, and we are excited. Season 5 dues came out, and we have a lot to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about just the overall changes that Season 5 is going to bring, and then we're going to talk about what it means for the Sorcerer. So we got some really good stuff. We're going to jump right into it. Tuesday, you are able to play, if you have a PC with Battle.net, you're able to play the PTR. So your boy Kalf is going to be on Twitch, YouTube, live streaming it, so make sure you come check him out. But first, the big thing that we got was a new Endgame content, the Infernal Hordes. Basically, it is like a new instance, like a new nightmare dungeon. You're going to be able to summon these, and you're going to be able to go through these instances. What this means is you're going to have waves of mobs coming out at the end of each seconds. If you survive, you're going to move on to that next wave, and you're going to continue to move through these waves, and then you are going to battle the Fell Console. That is from Travinkle, Diablo 2. They are resurrected, and it is going to be something exciting. I'm excited to try this out. Really cool how they're going to be doing some of the loots. You can see that there is the internal offer. After each wave, you're able to make your choice of different boons and banes that modify your run. So you're going to be able to select a different route of each run. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to be showing it off live on Tuesday. Then there's going to be different spoils. So once you complete the run, you could get spoils of equipment, material, gold, or greater equipment, which means greater affix. So you're able to get greater affix, you're able to get material, a ton of gold, and different equipment. Also, the material is confirmed that you can get pit material. So you are able to get an Ethereum. So we don't have to only run the pits to get an Ethereum now to upgrade our gear with blacksmithing. So that is something that is really, really good. A great change, because you have more options to get mats is always a good thing. And then more endgame content is always a great thing too. Here's kind of how it looks. These are the little compasses. It's kind of like the nightmare sigils, and they have different things on there that tell you how hard the level is. So the max levels, I think, 20 or 106 pit. I'm actually running. I think we're running a 106 right now, so that's about the max. Yeah, so 106. So they are going to be pretty difficult when you get to that high tier of the Infernal Hordes, but the rewards are going to be actually really, really good. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. So there's 50 new uniques and legendaries that are going to be added to the game. They're going to be updating a lot of the uniques. That won't be in the PTR, but they're going to update a lot of the current uniques and add things to them. They're adding things to uniques like tempering things. So for an example, or I'll show you a couple of examples later, but they're adding tempering affixes to uniques, which is really cool. Endgame bosses, you don't have to leave anymore to summon another boss, which is a great fix. So you could just go back to the altar and click it, and another boss will spawn. So you could continuously farm these bosses very fast and very efficiently. The Beast and Ice doesn't have a huge cave to walk through anymore. It's just going to be a zone that you're going to jump in and you're going to see it. So we're going to get a lot of new weapons, a lot of uniques. The Uber uniques are now called Mythic uniques, and those have been updated with the new color. It is purple with the new sound and a new UI, so it looks totally different. Really cool that they upgraded that as well, and it looks really good. I'm really excited to see that. There's some changes in Hell Tides. So now with Hell Tides, the rewards work a little bit different. You could get uniques and Uber uniques on your chest. So in Hell Tides, you could target farm. I want Terrell's Might. I could always open up the chest for chest armor. Or if I really need some unique helms, I want to get a Shaco or Andariel's Visage, I could always go for the helm and try to get the most loot as possible. So this could be a really good strategy when you're in groups farming for Hell Tides and want to farm some really good loot. Uniques, Uber uniques could drop there as well, which is really cool. Also with Obols, you're able to do the same thing. So you're able to get uniques and Uber uniques now with Obols as well. Then same thing with the Trio Whispers, you're able to get the target farm the uniques that you want based on the Trio Whispers rewards as well. Also, they said in Whispers, we're going to be a lot closer together in the Hell Tide, so you're not going to have to be running around the map trying to get every Whisper to try to get all the Whisper rewards. So it should be a lot easier. They said it's about a third the time, so 15 minutes maybe to get all the rewards in the Hell Tide for the Trio Whispers, which would be much, much better. So there were some changes to weapons. This is a cool diagram or graph that shows all the different weapon changes. So one thing, I'm just going to point out things for Sorc. So the focus now, the offhand, does not do cooldown reduction. So cooldown reduction isn't going to be as strong because you're not going to have permanent flame shield anymore. So offhand now is lucky hit. And then there's some cool things that are happening with Sorcs, that they're able to use swords, maces, and axes now. So you're able to carry a sword for crit damage, which is really, really cool. And then you could see that on the wand, it did switch to vulnerable damage. So lucky hit is on the focus and vulnerable is now on the wand. Dagger is still close damage on the dagger, but they can use swords now, so we could use a Doombringer. Let's go. Doombringer is going to be OP for the Sorc. It's going to be so good. Oh man, I can't wait to get one with the Sorc. All right, so tempering. So there is a new recipe, and they did do a little bit of update to tempering. It's just a band-aid. This is not a full fix for tempering, but if it has 1 GA, you get 1 extra temper, 2 GAs, you get 2 extra tempers, and 3 GAs, you get 3 extra tempers. So hopefully we'll be bricking less items with this change. But I did find this tempering recipe, and I thought it was actually really, really cool. So I wanted to show you guys. This is X multiplicative damage you could put on your weapons now. So this is a new tempering recipe for all classes, and I think it's going to be really powerful, especially the crit and vulnerable one. We'll see how that works, but we'll see the percentage it actually is going to be on Tuesday. But I'm assuming this is going to be one of the better recipes that we could use now for our classes. There was a unique for all classes. Every class got at least 1 unique, some of them 2. And then there's a unique for all classes. I think these boots are really, really good. I'm excited to see what this can do. This is movement speed, non-physical damage, cooldown reduction, all stats. Look at the all stat number too, up to 63. That's really good. And then this is when you cast the skill of cooldown, you explode, dealing 12,000 damage. I don't even know if that's the max one. It probably is, but man, could you imagine this with Meteor with the Starfall helm? I think that it might be good. Get some more get cooldown reduction. We'll see, but I think it could be good. We're gonna play around with that for sure. There's a new sorcerer staff. It's the Vox staff. It does percent to intelligence, core attack speed, non-physical damage, and then basic skills. And this is really interesting. Core skills additionally fires 2 instants of Firebolt, Frostbolt, or Spark, matching the elements to your last non-core skills. So if I am using Chain Lightning, this will do 2 sparks, which maybe we gotta figure something out with this. Maybe we can figure something out. It's a staff, man. We could lose 2 tempers. We lose 4 tempers, man. This is crazy. I don't know. We'll see how powerful it is. I don't like that it's damage to crowd control still on staff. I think that should be changed. They should have just put it like vulnerable or crit or something like that just to make it better, but we'll see. And then this item for Sorc is really good. My gosh, look at this thing. These pants are going to be insane. And he's going to be the season of Chain Lightning. So we're going to still have Frozen Orb is still going to be really good. We're shooting Frozen Orbs in the background, but these pants right here, damage reduction, resource regeneration, Chain Lightning cast twice. So this is what they talked about of tempering. That's what I was talking about earlier. They're changing tempering around so you could actually have tempers on your uniques, and that's going to make them more powerful. And I think they're working on, in between the PTR and season 5, they're going to work on existing uniques to maybe add some tempering things to those uniques as well. And to Chain Lightning, this is a really cool effect. Chain Lightning alternates between you seeking up to 3 enemies. When it returns, it drains 66 mana from you, and from your Chain Lightning, after draining 66 total mana, it explodes for 26k of lightning damage. So basically, you're going to cast your Chain Lightning as many as you want. It's going to come back to you, well, back and forth, back and forth. Once it gets 66, it's going to explode on the enemy and do a ton of damage. And this will scale with lightning, all your affixes too. So this is going to be pretty powerful. I'm excited to play around with this on the PTR. So hopefully it went pretty quick. We got to find out where it drops. That's the thing. We got to find out. Is Lord Zur? Are you dropping off Lord Zur? Where are you dropping? So we got to find out where that drops. But those are going to be really cool to try out. All right, so then we got some Sorc buffs. I'm going to run through them really quick. So it looks like everything pretty much got buffed. They did put caps on Ceaseless Conduct and Burning Instinct, which I'm a little annoyed with, but maybe these overall damage buffs are going to help the base, and with the base is better, then we do more damage. So crackling energy base is 30% now. You get more life from ice armor. Charge bolts got a buff. Spark got a buff in terms of damage. Blizzard got a buff in terms of damage as well. I don't know if Blizzard standalone is going to be without ice spikes now. It's possible it might be a thing. I'm hoping for it. Hydra's got a big buff, 40% damage to burning increase. Inferno got a 20% damage buff, more mana on Arc Lash, Flickering Arc Lash. Chain Lightning is just much better now. So Chain Lightning enchantment now has a 4-second cooldown, no longer tracks mana, sends out Chain Lightnings from the instance. This is what's really good. Now each time Chain Lightning bounces, it deals 10% damage from its duration up to 30%. So that is a really good change. There's Ice Armor again. I don't know why I listed it twice. And then they did get rid of Flame Shield again. How it works is when you cast Flame Shield, the cooldown begins when the duration ends. So you're not going to be getting Flame Shield. We have to get tanky, but that's okay. It's just a cheese way to play the game, I guess. So they want to get rid of that. Even though I kind of liked it, I wasn't like 100% uptime on Flame Shield, just a lot of the time, 80% of the time. But all right, so Enhanced Lightning Spear, casting Lightning Spear does additional. So you get 2 Lightning Spears, and then increases critical strike chance. So you get 2 automatically now with Lightning Spear when you enhance it. So Enhanced Lightning Spear, which is really good. So Lightning Spear is going to be in that Chain Lightning build for sure. Blizzard, get more mana back. Teleport does more damage, but the cooldown's longer now in Teleport. And then just some minor buffs to some of the smaller passive trees. You can see there. Then burning damage on combustion was increased by 20%. That is a big upgrade. So we're going to see what that looks like. And then this is really cool. Veer's Mastery. They want us to be able to play range and not close. It seems like these sorcerer builds are always close up and in the face of the monster, does the most damage when you're right up next to him. So with Veer's Mastery, you could actually about 250% damage increase from range. So that should be something fun to play around with as well. So I'm excited about that. And then these are just some legendary aspects that are coming out, and some of them that have been buffed. So burning damage on engulfing flames is good, getting more mana cost reduction on aspect of efficiency. Crackling energy is being buffed on that abundant of energy, so maybe crackling energy might be good. It's possible it could be good, maybe it'll be good. Doubt it will be good. I want it to be good. I think it's fun. So burning embers lets you move through immobilized targets for X seconds. Basically, I feel like, I don't know what unhindered means, but its duration's longer. So we'll see what that looks like. And then there's some more buffs. Spikes damage is increased from 80 to 100%. Now it's extra damage to ice spikes instead of extra chill. So this aspect of the frozen wake is pretty good. That's pretty good too. Aspect of the frozen deep tundra, that no one really uses that one. Glacial aspect, 50% chill instead of ice spike damage. So I'm not sure why they changed that. These are talking about the Paragon nodes. It's easier to get to 40 or 60, but it's capped now. So I'm not sure why they capped that. I don't think anyone was popping off too much with that. I feel like they're going to try to cap everything in the game. Even Elemental Summoner now caps the damage bonus to 30%. So everything's getting a little capped. Everything's getting a little cap, put a little cap on us. Unleash Glyph seems really good. Mana regeneration is to 25% and then 8% damage bonus now. So some really good buffs there. Frost duration with skills is with Icefall is up to 18% now. So now Icefall does more damage too. So a lot of good changes, a lot of the good things happening. Diablo's doing some good things again, just 2 months into the, she's like month and a half, they put all this content out and it's not fully baked yet. Obviously in the PTR, they're going to be changing some things, changing some uniques, making things different. So we'll test it on this coming up, man. It's coming up on Tuesday already, man. It couldn't be a better timing. We'll be playing. Make sure you tune in, watch Kalfka. So we're excited to see how it works. My prediction is Frozen Orb's still going to be a strong build. Frozen Orb's going to be strong. Chain Lightning's going to be a really strong build for sure. Chain Lightning's going to be a strong build. And then Burning's going to be a strong build. I'm not sure how the Burning's going to work, but I think Hydras are going to be really good. Burning with Flame Weaver is still going to be very good as well. Then you just got to build a little bit more tanky now. So we'll see how it shapes up, but make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can watch me on Tuesdays and Thursdays stream 8 p.m. Eastern. And we are going to be playing a little bit earlier this Tuesday. So when that PTR drops, look for Kefka because we're beyond that thing. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next video.